So the third question is kind of a fun question, is what's your favorite role to sing? Male, but also if you were a female, what would be your favorite role to sing? What would you really like to sing?
So starting off with like what I actually sing,
Yeah.
it's hard because every new role I take on, I fall in love with in a new way, and I still love all the old ones. Like I always used to say Cavaradossi from Tosca all the time because I just thought it's a great character. The music is stunning. You have two incredible solo moments, but also beautiful duets. I mean, it's really just an amazing score. And I'll get back to that when I talk about the female part. But like, now I've taken on Forza del Destino, and I've learned Trovatore, and I was supposed to perform it in Paris. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. I think, wow, what a role, you know? So it's really hard. I'm working on Pagliacci now just for the fun of it, and I love it. I think it might be my new favorite role, but then I started looking at Fanciulla, and I was like, well, you
It's
know,
like everything is nice.
when you love opera and you love singing opera, like there's no like end to that journey. You don't just stop and say, "Oh, I love this." But you know, I think there's always going to be something in my mind as a favorite, but I don't think I'll know that until it's kind of all over.
Yeah.
I've thought a lot about soprano arias because actually the way things are written for sopranos as opposed to for tenors, if we sang each other's repertoire, it would almost be like less challenging because of where the voice sits. So where the voice changes for us is a little different. And there's something about that that actually is really intriguing. I almost thought about putting on a concert of like me singing a bunch of soprano arias and a
I
soprano
love that idea.
singing a bunch of tenor arias, and I thought it would be really kind of fun. I'm actually still thinking about it, but I just, when? Normally we're so busy and it's not possible, and then of course now
No,
nothing's happening.
it's not possible in general. Yeah. But the idea is actually really interesting. I like that.
But yeah, I love it. There's also a countertenor I was thinking about too. We were like trying to come up with not singing each other's repertoire, so to speak, but things that we both do, but in our own repertoire. Like there are some overlaps in storylines. I believe there's even like an Otello thing that I could do with somebody where like there's the Rossini Otello, and then there's of course the Verdi Otello, and you could compare scenes in music and how different composers wrote it. I don't know, it might be interesting in a concert. But for soprano repertoire, I mean, if I could be Tosca, I think it'd be probably the best. I mean, the music is so amazing. In fact, even in Tosca, I love Act Two, and I'm in it for like 2 minutes. Like the music in Act Two alone, the duet with Scarpia is just, it's amazing. But there's an endless amount of repertoire to choose from.
Yeah.
But I'll stick with that for now.
But I think that's a really good choice.